Coasters, Haunts, and Dark Rides. This past Friday, I made my annual trip to Halloween Horror Nights. Go every year because I absolutely love Halloween Horror Nights. And Halloween Horror Nights 34 was no different. Absolutely loved it. Watch this review of all of the houses, and then I'll give you my final reviews at the end of the video.
Okay, first house is done. Five Nights at Freddy's. We waited in the Stay and Scream area because this one gets massive lines. It is really cool. The animatronics are great. Visually, thematically, it looks awesome. It's not really scary. If you love the game, you enjoy the movie, you're gonna like the house. So it's when I rank it, I don't think it's gonna be very high on my list, but it was a good house. It was fun. Glad that we got a chance to go through it. So Five Nights at Freddy's done. House number 2, the WWE house, Wyatt 6. I loved it. Now, all fairness, I'm a WWE fan. I enjoy watching wrestling, but this house was incredible. All the WWE references, all the wrestlers, all the Bray Wyatt stuff was incredible. Loved it. But it was also scary. It was really well done, and I can't wait to try that one again. So big thumbs up to Wyatt 6. That will definitely be high on my list at the end of the night. House number 3 was one of my most highly anticipated houses, and that was Jason Universe. And it did not disappoint. This house was fantastic, and it was one of the scariest houses I've ever been through, be it Horror Nights or anyway. The second half of that house had a part that was just wild. Tons of actors, really good scenes. I absolutely loved it. I would be shocked if this doesn't end up as my number 1 house of the night. Jason Universe was incredible. We just finished house 4 and 5. It's the 2 houses in the entryway by Men in Black. So we had Fallout and Gawkin, Monsters of the North. Fallout was fine. I don't know anything about Fallout. There was some really good scenery in there. There were some good scares. Average though, because I just didn't understand what was happening, and I know nothing about the game. Gawkin, really solid. There were some really good scares, and thematically it looked awesome in there. There were some really cool scare monsters that came out, and the set design was really strong. So definitely back here, Gawkin, big thumbs up. Fallout was decent. House number 6 is done. House number 6 was Hatchet and Chains. This is a spin-off house from last year's Slaughter Cinema 2, and I really enjoyed it. This is high on my list. It had awesome scares, great scenery, demon bounty hunters, great gimmick. It looked awesome. Fantastic house. Number 7 was Dolls Let's Play Dead. This one, it looked okay. It started to come together, and then it just fell off for me. I'm not sure quite what. There was some cool stuff in there, but then it just didn't work. So this one will definitely be lower on my list. We also saw Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. Very similar to years past, but very good. Lots of fire, lots of cool dancing, some really cool circus-like acts. Really enjoyed it. Excellent. House number 8 was El Artista. This was amazing. Just amazing. It was visually pleasing. It was very scary. Some really good scares. Some really neat costumes. And just fantastic. The entire walkthrough was enjoyable. This is going to go down as one of my favorites, and at the end of the night when I do my final rankings, it's absolutely going to give Jason a run for that number 1 spot. Loved it. House 9 was Grave of Flesh. It looked cool at spots. There was a couple good scares, but overall, just it didn't come together. It wasn't incredibly scary, and it had no storyline, made no sense. So for that, it was probably on the bottom of the list.
Tonight's story is about to begin. You'll know it's time to turn the page when you hear this sound.
It is after 2 a.m. We just finished our 10th and final house, Terrifier. Terrifier was good. It's I don't love the Terrifier movies, but it was good. It was a solid house. There's lots of good scares. The art's in there. We're having a lot of fun. So overall, decent house. That's it. Incredible night at Horror Nights. I'll do a full review in the morning and let you know my total ranking of all of the houses here at Halloween Horror Nights 34. As I'm sure you could tell from the house reviews, I absolutely loved Horror Nights 34. It was very well done. I go to Horror Nights every year, even though it's 8 hours away, because I absolutely love what Universal does. And this year, again, delivered. So I went through all the reviews earlier. I won't do that again. I will tell you what my overall ranking was. So the bottom of the list, which kind of shows why I love Horror Nights so much, even the bottom houses are still, most part, good houses. Dolls is my number 10, Fallout 9, and Grave of Flesh 8. So they definitely were not as good as the other houses, but still, they're solid houses, and there were some really good parts in each of those. Then we get into the houses which I thought were good, but just not my favorites. And that this might be a little controversial, but 7 is Terrifier, and 6 is Five Nights at Freddy's. Both these houses were good. Terrifier was, very bloody, gory. That's what they wanted. Five Nights at Freddy's had some incredible animatronics. I don't really watch or play the game Five Nights. I really don't love the Terrifier movies, so these weren't my favorite houses, but I thought they were very well done, and I enjoyed it. So then we get into the houses that, I really like. The top 5. Gaukin, Monsters of the North was fantastic. 4, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters. I loved it. And then the top 3, WWE Wyatt 6. I said in the review, big WWE fan, and I thought they killed this house, but it was a fun house by itself. The top 2. So the top 2 are pretty much almost neck to neck. So I went with El Artisto as number 2, and number 1 was Jason Universe. They both were incredible houses. El Artista is just a beautiful house. Very well done. Great scares. Great setup. The scenery is perfect. The house is perfect. I think they knocked it out of the park. The only reason I went with Jason Universe a little bit over is just because of my history with Friday the 13th and Jason.
That's the reason why I love horror. He's the reason why I'd probably go to Horror Nights, why I love Halloween. Love this season. I love those classic horror movies, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. That's why I fell in love with horror movies to begin with. So I've known Jason my entire life. I love the character. Well, I love watching the movies. I thought they just did an awesome job on this house, and it was scary. It was very scary. So both of them though could be number one, number two. If I went again, I could very easily switch them. They're both fantastic houses. So that's it. The event was great. I didn't touch on the scare zones. I will real quickly just share that you know, the four actual scare zones. So we had Masquerade, Dance of Death. It was really good. I thought the actors in there were fantastic. Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, again, visually beautiful, incredible, really fun. Probably one of the better scare zones they've had in quite a while. Mutations, Toxic 20s, did not really care for. And Origins of Horror was fine. It was up front. It looked cool as you come in, but there wasn't a whole ton to it. The gargoyle was pretty cool. That was definitely my favorite part. And then Mel's Die-In Zombies wasn't really a scare zone. It was a street experience, but that was a lot of fun with the characters interacting with the diner and even some of the people in the restaurant through the glass and then walking around. I really liked it. I hope they do that again in the future. And the two shows, we had they had the show out in the fountain, which was incredible. You saw a couple clips here. I had the full video post as well. Absolutely loved it. And then the big theater show, which I've reviewed on that, was really good. It was the first one in a couple years I really enjoyed. So overall, Horror Nights, a big, big, big thumbs up. Again, I think the last couple of years have been great. I think Universal is just killing it with Horror Nights. I've really enjoyed it. If you have a chance to get down there, please do so. And I will definitely be back for next year in Halloween Horror Nights 35. So that's it, y'all. Take care. Have a good night. And I hope to see you in a park sometime real soon.